The long off-season has finally and mercifully come to an end, and we're ready to open a new campaign. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
On the double. Moves.
Wilson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Back to pass. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down?
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. Continues to fight for yards. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Looking to pass inside the red zone. On the run, fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wilson to pass. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. The skill set, obviously highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes.
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Open space at the 25. Hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Catch in the middle, it's McLaughlin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Wilson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. Breaks into the open. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A third down try for the offense. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
To the air on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he's wrestled to the ground. Just about as basic as you can get and effective if you execute.
Well executed. QB, nice job putting the football out in front of his receiver where he can advance it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical. Defense, it brings up a fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Wilson to pass. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Tag. Touchdown.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Takes the easy one to the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Ready, set. Kill. Okay, ready?
The offense changing the play. And back to the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's a heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Illegal forward pass.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Got a man. It's Johnson. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This would have been about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They'll pass on that and go for it on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got him. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Now this offense is back on the field. Off play action on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy
makes the grab deep. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield. It's Worthy. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try the toss to the left. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And that last run leaves them with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And here comes the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. New set of downs after the completion.
On the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
Wilson will throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Takes the handoff. It's Worthy. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown.
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
This drive will open from the 15. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 35, he's loose. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Unit up for first down.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking left. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down inbound.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
On the ground, it's Hawkins.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets the back moving. Wilson to pass. Caught over the middle. It's McLaughlin. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 19 over Texas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's worthy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to...
There he goes! And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now on 3rd down after that run. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Man, this guy has an absolute bomb for a leg. You see the contact? It just sounded different. It sounded like an explosion coming off of his foot, puts it through the uprights. If there's NFL teams watching this game, they're jotting down this dude's name right now because that is an NFL Sunday leg.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. This one's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Flips it out in the flat. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll go hurry up here. Just keep slinging it. It's on target and complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll send the back in motion, trying to beat him to the left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Johnson. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grab near the sticks, it's Burleson. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Trying to run it in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the...
Beck's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take Jesse that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up that shot play, right? Who has the best hands on offense? Who has the best size? Who can go up high point the football and win you this game?
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wilson will throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls. Complete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on first down. Running to Green. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.